I'm eating the Jolly Rancher. Hopefully it'll get picked up in the recording.
That's the sweet sound of Coke going into the mic. Bubbles and all. Diet Coke. Not from McDonald's. Not with the little cubed ice.
I'm going to start chewing this in a minute. It'll be all crunchy.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
This is episode 9.
Yeah. We're in a little bit of a Jesus Christ cat. Stop.
Different cat this time.
Different cat. We are at my place now. Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's up, man?
You know, trained this morning. We got new mats at the gym.
I saw. It
Yeah.
doesn't look like I'm going to get COVID or ringworm or anything else now. Looks sanitary. They look clean. It doesn't look like there's cuts or anything in them.
Yeah, they're
But you give me the butt because that's what I hear.
they're the kind of mats that are gonna like
Give concussions.
rip your skin open.
Oh.
With like the competition style mats that it feels like sandpaper when you're driving off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great for if you're on top.
Yeah, but like what if you play a lot of front headlock like I do?
And you drive your head into them and create sandpaper from the top and sandpaper from the bottom, like we talked about last week.
Felix. What is this confusing for you, Kat? Great. We moved the bags. We got a new nice little setup for MMA and kickboxing and Muay Thai stuff. It's really coming together. We're almost done.
Is there air conditioning in the summer? And
no, God no.
No, there's not.
People don't actually want air conditioning.
Everybody says that up until you install it.
No, because like I don't know.
No, everybody says that up until you install it.
I don't like working out when it's like 70 degrees because
you don't have to.
I don't sweat.
A nice like 78 when it's 102 out.
Nope, 100, 102 outside, 102 in the gym. Probably hotter. But we do have heat. It's just not good heat.
Mm-hmm.
We have those like big hanging heaters that you have to pull a cord.
Useless.
Unless you're standing right in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shadow box right in front of it in the winter. But
yeah,
I'd rather be hot
anything
than cold.
you can do to like stay warm and to do. I mean, winter for you must be tough. The frailty of your body and your bone structure is just.
I have such tough bones.
You have such tough bones.
I've never broken a bone. I dropped a 10-pound plate on my toes the other day and nothing happened.
From how high?
Like a jammer. I pulled it off because I pulled off the 25-pound, didn't see the 10-pound in front of it. And it dropped fucking right down. So like eye level.
It's a rookie mistake.
I was talking.
But no, it's a rookie mistake.
No. Yeah, I fucked that one up.
Yeah.
But yeah, my toes are fine. I have it hit in the nose, nothing happens. I've never even gotten a nosebleed. Tough bones.
Huh.
Yeah.
You're gonna be one of those guys that goes in confidently and, you know, knock on wood, no bad juju, but snaps their shin.
That would suck.
It would suck, but it would be predictable given your frailty and lack of bone structure.
You tell me Anderson Silva and Chris Weidman have bad bone structure?
No, not them. I'm just saying.
How'd it happen to them?
Two phenomenal fighters got into catastrophic injuries. You, on the other hand,
phenomenal fighter gets into a catastrophic injury. I don't want to tell you, I'm phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, the Jolly Rancher's causing some problems. I didn't need to eat the second one. I finished the first one before you hit record, and then I was like, another one.
Yeah.
This one's blue raspberry.
If we say another one enough, we can get sponsored by Allah.
Is this an annoying sound?
Great. That's what you're supposed to do on our podcast. It's not a fitness podcast. It is an ASMR podcast. Highly popular in South Korea.
It's the opposite. I'm pounding a fucking Jolly Rancher.
And I'm coughing.
You're always coughing.
Yeah, it's an issue. Got a lot of. I've had COVID for a couple of years.
For a couple of years?
Yeah.
That doesn't check out.
I started coughing a couple of years ago. And I assume that's when
you started smoking weed a lot a couple of years ago.
Man.
Like that much.
You're trying to correlate things that have nothing to do with each other.
No, I'm just trying to snitch.
What you used to do in high school for fun?
Blow random stuff up.
Where at? Like on top of roofs?
Sometimes those are the fires.
Oh, on top of roofs?
Yeah,
Which roofs?
various.
Governmental buildings?
No, not once.
Ah,
Is there one time we got up on the post office roof and threw a bunch of smoke bombs off the post office roof onto the busy street in front of the post office?
there is no episode 10 next
And
week.
for, and for a couple hours, there was a heavier police presence. Oh, this is getting on like 10 years ago. So
Statute of limitations.
I think so. I don't know what the statute of limitations are for throwing smoke bombs off post office buildings.
Yeah. Did you see that video of that woman getting her shit kicked out of her by going to the mall in Italy?
France?
France?
Yeah, the one I posted.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
I
actually
did
watched
see
what
the
you
video.
posted.
I tried to. Yeah, she didn't have a vaccine and tried to go shopping, and the cops dragged her and beat the shit out of her
Why didn't she run?
because there was like 12 cops.
This is a lesson. You should really get into like track training.
We shouldn't be like France
No.
or Australia.
No.
Oh my God.
I seems fun.
Seemed fun.
No, honestly, Australia is one of those shit shows that I've never wanted to go to. And honestly, if we don't have one listener from that entire country, I don't care, or continent. Yeah, both. Country, continent, it's both. That shithole on the other side of the world, I mean, it should be just fucking tsunami. I mean, the Mother Earth, God, Gaia, whatever, should fucking shake her shimmy and so send waves of hell over Australia and get rid of their reptiles and their insects
Spiders.
and their government and save the poor people, the civilians of Australia who are getting their doors beaten down and the government's coming in and saying, you have COVID and force testing them. And that's all the points I could get off your post. Any more you got for me?
Yeah, they have a new app, so you'll you'll get texted, and within 15 minutes you have to send in a selfie of yourself that's gonna be
geolocated
and run through like facial recognition scans to make sure that you're where you're supposed to be. Stuff.
Where are you supposed to be?
Fuck home, I think. I don't think they're letting
You'll find
people
out, I
go.
guess.
But here's the thing: if the population of Australia just said no, there's not enough people in the system to keep them down, all of them. And that applies everywhere. If you're just like, oh, no.
Pause. If there's a bunch of frail bitches like you, it's not enough.
I don't love that
enough.
your nipple's been out this whole time.
Silverback.
Ugh.
You got a bunch of frail gators in a population.
Dude, I weighed 160 the other day.
On whose scale?
My
Tip
scale.
where?
My scale at
Whose
home.
gravity?
Dude, my scale at home said 160.5. Yeah.
I think this is why you fucked up your cut. Your scale's wrong, man.
That was too low on the cut.
Yeah, I think you're just fucking moving it around. Your tile's fucked up. It's uneven
I don't think
ground.
so, man. Because like, my buddy Jake who fights at 45.
That doesn't feel like 160. That feels like bean sprouts and kale dinners.
My buddy Jake who fights at 45 will get up to 180 after he cuts, like a month after the fight. It just bounced weird, I think.
Yeah, your body's revolting on the way.
Like, why the fuck do you do that?
Yeah,
I've never felt worse
you never felt.
than after I got out of the sauna on the day of the weigh-ins. I was just like, I remember sitting in my car and I called my mom and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Just sitting in a parking lot." She's like, "Why don't you go home?" And I was like, "Don't think I can drive yet."
No, Tyler is listening to this, or he's not. He might. And either way, I'll send him this clip. But he's laughing. He's going because that's how he laughs. Or for all the listeners, that's how you're going to think of as our friend Tyler laughing. That's all he does. Every time he thinks something's funny, it's funny, guys. And he's gonna be like, "You're a real bitch," because we used to have to cut and then go wrestle.
Yeah, that also sounds bad.
Yeah, it was awful.
He can call me a bitch, but I'll meet him any day at the gym. See what happens. Fuck you, Tyler.
It's not a.
I'll pick you up and put you down. I'll beat you at your own game.
He will. I know. Like I want to like. I want to defend him so hard, but it's not a battle I can get into because there's no justifiable way that.
Because the answer is I'll pick him up and put him down.
Yeah, because if I took his body measurements right now, I think he would be overweight.
I don't know about that. Fucking Yoel Romero's overweight.
Yes. No, well, like, I mean, like, body fat, like, caliber. I think, honestly.
I don't think he looks that bad.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a lot of muscle. He doesn't work out.
That's true. He's starting to get, like, lanky.
That's what I mean. Like, he's just replacing. Like, it's not like he's, like, getting bigger. It's that he's losing muscle mass. And just if you lose enough muscle mass, you can actually get to a point where your body fat percentage goes up.
We got to get him back in the gym.
I've tried. He's busy.
With what?
Well, today he's trying to get his car junked because he texted me this morning. He's like, "What are you doing tonight?" And I was like, "Why?"
Because you can't tell someone what you're doing before you know why they're asking. Because it might be this kind of situation.
Yeah, his car battery's dead. I'm like, wow, real bummer for the new fucking Ford Fusion, buddy.
But I am busy tonight now that you asked.
I was like, I can help you right now. He's like, well, I'm at work. I'm like, how the fuck did you get to work? Why can't I just, I'll jump you now. But yeah, he's dealing with that tonight. So he's not going to the gym. But Rachel's here this week with him.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm.
Is she going to the gym? What are they doing?
Hanging out. He's got a 1-bedroom apartment now, so now you know.
Where's she gonna sleep?
You zoom outside like a normal girlfriend.
At the foot of the bed.
Oh, thank God they don't listen. How many listeners do we have?
Not a lot of female listeners. It's like 85-15. Like
I mean, we might as well like just hop on the Joe Rogan bandwagon and start using his tags and his trends because we're not going to get females.
I guarantee he has more women percentage listeners than we do.
He said it's like 23%.
Okay, well, we're at 15.
Yeah, we got to get our numbers. We got to start pumping them up. We got to start teasing the ladies. You got to shave and get some more muscle mass. I don't like frail boys. Some do.
I'm engaged.
Ew.
Someone likes frail boy. Oh, fuck. What month you getting married in again?
November. But I'm not disclosing where on a podcast because we're trying to keep it small. Small party.
Do I get to go?
I'm pretty sure that was our worst episode to air.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't get anything done that episode other than just rambles and clanks and bangs, and I got drunk.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what we talked about.
I have no clue what we talked about. I don't remember what the topic
Yeah.
was. I don't think we covered it well.
No. I don't think I got any clips from that episode. I kind of avoided it. I was hoping that no one listened.
Yeah. People did.
Yeah. Do you check our comments?
I've only done it the one time.
Okay, well, congratulations to no one then on your fucking free shirt this week.
Well, hang on.
Well, not on the podcast.
No, hang
silly.
on. Hang on.
No, hang on. Okay, go ahead. You keep looking. I'll keep talking.
Hey, you keep working this out.
I will keep.
We got to get a
working
guy
this
for
out.
this.
We do have to get a guy for this. Our guy could be Tyler. We could could get that because he doesn't want to be on camera. He's really opposed to that, simply due to the fact that he doesn't want to lose health insurance. Which, yeah,
How would he lose health insurance by being?
he would get fired within a week if he.
No.
Man, I would get him fired within a week. Episode 1, we showed his face. I would immediately start dropping F-bombs left, right, center, and
Okay, hang on.
why
hang
not?
on.
Why?
So
What?
here's
What?
we never talked about this. I don't know who this is because the name's unclear on the review,
Okay.
but it's burn RH to the ground. Do you know who RH?
No, go ahead. Read their comment.
It
What do you guys
says
say?
really great insight into the world of fitness as seen through a philosophical approach. This could very well be the next Joe Rogan podcast right here in the making. I know it's
You're
not my mom.
getting a shirt.
Why not?
They're simply wrong.
That's if they listen to this and hit me up on Instagram, I'll give them a shirt.
You give them a shirt.
But I can't figure out who Burn RH to the ground is without them hitting me up.
Yeah, go ahead, DM him, send him your email. Congratulations, you want a shirt. I think you're terribly wrong. I'd like you to send me a 300-page typed, single-spaced, or not 300-page word. Hi. 300-word typed Word document explaining why you think we'd be the next Joe Rogan podcast.
For the reasons you just said, I think. You just talked about it.
Yeah, explain in more detail.
Bye, Felix.
I just want to see if they would do it, but I don't think we're gonna get any followers.
I just want to get. I'll give them a shirt. I just can't. It sounds a little incendiary. Burn RH to the ground. I can't figure out what RH is.
Is there any other comments?
Nope, not on Apple.
Oh, great.
There's a couple ratings, but it's all 5 stars so far. Yeah, look at us. I don't know if Spotify has a comment, like a review section for podcasts.
I don't really check our YouTube.
Oh yeah, we're on YouTube.
You guys are getting a lot of behind the scenes. There's not much. This is it.
It's that we don't know how it works and we don't really look.
Yeah. We're prepared as fuck. This week has gone by quick.
Yeah, that's why I texted you this morning and I was like, fuck, it's Thursday.
Yeah. This whole Memorial Day throws me for a loop.
Yeah, it's not really like a real holiday.
Labor Day. It's Labor Day.
Yeah, it is. I get those backwards. Oh, we can't wear white anymore.
Why?
That's the rule. You can only wear white between Memorial Day and Labor Day in the summer months. It might just be pants. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a dumb rule.
Hey, Felix, welcome back. Get your ass out of the fucking camera.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say? You have a rash on your tail and your butt's on my. Damn it. I drew the short end of the cat. Does she go outside?
Yeah, occasionally. She just sits out there.
Does she freak out about it or like?
No, depends. Depends on her mood. Sometimes she army crawls across the deck. Sometimes she likes to peer off the side. I don't know. Sometimes she just relaxes and chills and watches birds and squirrels.
Me and Hannah's cat.
Yeah.
I guess Hannah and mine. Hannah and I's.
Yeah.
Our cat.
We've talked about that cat. Fuck that.
The other day, I had to run to the car and I left the door propped open, but it wasn't open. And I come back up and she's pushed the door open. Mm-hmm. She's never done this before. We've gotten back and we've had the door wide fucking open because we forgot to close it fully and it just opened on its own. She's just been sitting there looking outside, just like, huh. But for some reason she pushed the door open and was just sitting on the stairs in the hallway. And I walked up and I was like, what are you doing? Turned around, ran back inside. Like nothing.
When I got Felix a couple of years, or when I was in my apartment in college down off of Arrowhead, and it had that walkout kind of patio, I had a couple buddies over and we walked uptown.
Where was I? You had friends over and I wasn't invited.
Yeah, you were unfun Sam at that time. I don't know. I don't know where the fuck you were, man. I was there. You weren't. We walked out. Dude was there. I don't want to out him too much, but he does play professional soccer now, and kind of pissed me off because he's a little bit of a space head. I think taking too many of those goddamn headers really were showing up then because we
It's
walked
dangerous.
What?
Taking headers. Dangerous.
Yeah.
Go on. You
Yeah.
walked where?
Yeah. We walked uptown to get some bagel and deli because that was, when someone comes into town, you're like, what do we get? We get bagel and deli. And I came back and I opened the breezeway door of the apartment and Felix was walking down the stairs from upside. I was like, what the fuck's going on? I grabbed her. I looked, my door's wide open. I'm like, what the fuck, did you not shut it? He's like, no. I'm like, why? He's just like, I don't know. And that's a good thing no one went in because Felix was there.
What else was in there?
Drugs.
Oh,
Yeah.
what'd you see?
Nothing. But yeah, that was the only time I have like PTSD. I double check the door. Sometimes I drive. Yeah, but sometimes I leave and then I pull out of the driveway and in my head, I'm like, I didn't shut the door.
That's OCD. That's what that is. It's a mental disorder. That's why my grandma would check locks like 5 times a night. It's the same thing.
I have really bad OCD.
Could have told you that a while ago.
Yeah.
All right, you want to get into the topic of the week?
Not really. I like kind of just talking.
No, we gotta do it. We're not just a talking podcast. We're a fitness podcast.
I like talking to you.
We're gonna talk about the topic. Here's the topic. You introduce it because I don't remember what the topic is.
Okay. Okay, everybody. We are going to talk about how to properly set up and establish a macro prescription, where to start, what is the order of importance, and we'll begin with the top. I mean, calories are king. When you are setting up a macro prescription, there's 4 steps to it: calories, protein, fat, and carbs. But you establish calories first because it doesn't matter how many macronutrients you are intaking. If you're over consuming over consuming your calories
Or under consuming.
based on your activity level. So using the Harris-Benedict equation multiplied out, or using the Harris-Benedict equation to get your BMR and then multiplying by an activity factor of 1.1 to, I believe, 1.9. It doesn't, I don't think it goes up to 2, but 1.9 will get you a pretty good estimate of where your calories should be for your consumption. Secondly, you have to establish protein, though, because after you have calories, protein's the most important macronutrient, because it not only builds muscle, but it helps sustain muscle. And consistently, people are under eating in protein, is what I find.
Oh yeah, sometimes I'll focus on it and it'll be like 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get to the realization that I probably had 40 grams of protein in a day.
Yeah.
I'm like, uh-oh.
Man, I've already had my 5 bowls of lentils and I can't eat any more bean sprouts. I know. It's a real issue when you're a frail child.
Oh, hang on. Also, I think that this often leads to misconceptions because this protein drink has 30 grams of protein in it. And it says that 60% of your daily value of protein necessary. Does that sound accurate to you?
No one reads the percentages.
People definitely read the percentages.
No, they don't.
But does that sound accurate to you?
It's not accurate.
It's not accurate. The back of your food labels are pretty fucking inaccurate a lot of the times.
Well, it's a good thing the FDA is coming out with a new food label this year.
Are they?
So they are. It's shittier. And Tyler, pull that up. Oh, wait till we have a producer of the show that can pull things up.
I just always fucking pull it up.
Yeah, so but you set protein because that is the most important. But after that, the third step of setting up a macro prescription, after you've set calories, after you've set protein, is to establish your fat intake. And that's going to be anywhere from 30 to 60% of your calories, depending on your goals. But you want to make sure you're eating enough fat, because fat's going to be really the backbone of your hormones. If you're not consuming enough fat, you're not going to have enough to, you're not going to be able to produce testosterone in proper amounts. Your estrogen and proestrogen ladies will be off. The 15% of you that do listen, which is like 3 of you, I guess, at this point, based on our numbers. Cortisol, melatonin, everything's going to be out of whack just due to your lack of fat consumption. And you also have to remember that you can't just be eating butter, and you can't just be eating
But you
oil.
can eat butter and oil. It's not going to make you fat in and of itself.
Well, that was good. I was coming down for a thigh slap. Good carry.
Pretty fast.
Yeah.
Ooh. God damn. Just tickles. Go on. All right. I think I just tore my Achilles.
So frail. Clearly, people, he doesn't get enough protein or enough fat or enough calories.
I get a lot of fucking calories.
Yes, but you got to make sure you're eating omega-3s and omega-6s. You can't just consume all your omega-6s, which is coming from a lot of your canola oils, from a lot of your just common oils in your butter. You got to make sure you're getting your omega-3s from fish, or like a lot comes from your fish oils and different salmons, or you can get it from your avocados or walnuts or different sources such as that.
Take supplements for this as well.
You can. And you got to account for that. A lot of people forget to account if you're taking 2 to 3 grams of fish oil. That's 2 to 3 grams of fat, which then is, if you're on a 60 gram of fat diet, and I have you in, are you staring at my nipple?
No.
You are.
Looking at your bicep, actually.
Thank you.
Other one.
Thank you. But if you are on a low fat diet and you are trying to cut out your fat to lose weight and to lean out, then you really have to account for your supplementation. Lastly, 4th step of setting up a macro prescription is you're going to set up your carbohydrate intake based off of the calories left when you take into account protein and fat.
You should probably just cut all carbs.
Carbs are important.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta have carbs.
I hate the cut all carbs people.
Yeah. But you can, and they're not necessary. And here's the thing. When you set up a macro prescription, you're very low, and that comes last. If you don't have enough carbs, you can readjust and put more fat if that works better for most people, which it does in some cases. However, if you are weight training and trying to do explosive activities or do anything like that, you are going to need more carb intake, because also at the end of the day, you got to take into account what your goals are. Exactly. If you're trying to build muscle, your carb intake is going to be higher because calories are going to be, again, king. Protein and carbs are going to help build up that muscle, because that's where you're going to get the bulk of your calories.
If you're training combat sports 3 to 4 hours, you should probably eat some carbs.
Yeah.
Like I've seen people in the gym go keto, and it almost never works out well.
Even for the people that it seems like it's working out well, it's never going to work out well long term.
Yeah, like when you're doing that level of explosive activity and having basically just that much energy output, you need to replenish it in the way that you're not going to through any of the other kind of like groups, so to speak. And even like, I remember I was talking to my mom during my weight cut, and she was like, remember, don't eat white carbs. You gotta eat whole foods, like whole wheat. And I was like, that's actually the exact opposite in a weight cut, because you want the most basic carbs coming in and out, right? It's just like, here's the energy back, but it's not hanging around at all. It's burning basically straight to either sugar or energy. And if you're at the point of like, I'm putting out so much energy that I just need to get it back and get my glycogen levels back in my muscles. Fruit's awesome. Sometimes carbs are dope too. Are there carbs in fruit?
That's all fruit is.
Exactly. A lot of people think carbs are just like bread.
Some people think carbs are just bread.
A lot of people, because I know people will say, I cut out all carbs. And then you're like, oh, are you eating an apple? you've cut out bread and pasta sometimes.
Yeah, there are three macronutrients only, and that is protein, fat, and carbohydrates. And you can sometimes count a fourth, which is empty calories, which is alcohol. But really, at the end of the day, it breaks down to fat and carbohydrates and is stored as fat. So
One of the dudes
again,
I work with, stopped drinking because he was drinking like hard liquor almost every night.
Hmm.
And after a month of like having like, a couple drinks one day on a weekend and no other drinks, like his face looks better and his jujitsu alone has gotten significantly better. I was rolling with him today and I was like, motherfucker, this is just annoying now. You're quick in a way that you didn't used to be. He's like 44, right? It was a drastic uptake in his ability to output energy, but also just he looks so much better. His face isn't puffy.
yeah,
He doesn't
alcohol's
have
not
bags
good.
under his eyes.
Yeah, alcohol's not good.
No, I mean it's fun,
Yeah,
but it's not the best. And a lot of people don't take alcohol into account either necessarily when they're talking about like I had a cheat day. They'll tell you what they ate, and you're like, what were you doing while you ate that, 3 slices of pizza and some chicken wings? They'll be like, oh, I was at the bar. It's like, oh.
at an AA meeting.
They have pizza and chicken wings and fucking mac and cheese bites today, eh? Now
They don't have chicken wings anymore. Wingstop is not called Wingstop. It's now called Thigh Stop.
what?
I know your mind's like,
That's not true.
you're gonna need to look this one up. You looked everything else up.
There's no way Wingstop is now called Thigh Stop.
Look, type in Thigh Stop.
I don't even know what I'm gonna get when I type this in. Talk about something important while I do this.
Okay, well, if you guys are looking for a great gym in Cincinnati, you should check out Vision Fitness, or you should check out On the Rise Fitness, or you should check out My Fitness Suites on the west side. That was a quick little promo for all three gyms that.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah, they're running out of chicken wings, man. That's kind of the point. They're like,
This sounds better.
dude, don't get sold. Don't get sold.
So Wingstop still exists, but they now also have thighs.
Because they're running out of wings. There's a big chicken wing shortage. That's
But not
going on.
chicken thighs.
No, because it got explained to me. I know. When you eat chicken wings, that's the thing. When you throw a party, do you have chicken thigh parties or do you have chicken wing parties?
I have chicken thigh parties now. After seeing this, that picture looked good.
This is why you're frail, skinny, and petite.
Because I eat chicken thighs instead of wings.
Yeah.
I eat the more meat part.
The fattier meat part. You're fucking fat.
I thought I was frail.
Anyway, shut up. They're running out of chicken legs because the chickens, when you have parties, you eat more chicken legs. You're not eating always the thighs. So there's a shortage on chicken legs because there's a shortage on chickens.
But there's not a shortage on thighs.
No, because not as many people eat thighs. So people are trying to transition those fucking wing stops to thigh stops.
Doesn't sound as good.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to the podcast. This has been great. Episode 9. Hopefully, we're here for episode 10.
We might have a falling out before then.
Yeah. Yeah. Women, please tell your friends. All beauty salons support us. Yeah. If you need to find us, he's frailty.
Gatorboy _66. And if
Frail
whoever
child.
reviewed us, burn RH to the ground. Please explain that username to me.
Yes.
And then also you'll get a shirt if you hit me up on Instagram. You can also hit Alec up on Instagram. We're he'll send you to me.
I will, because I have no shirts. You want to give me a shirt?
I've given you a shirt.
One shirt. It's got a little hole in it. I wear it.
Why'd you put a hole in my shirt?
Doing on purpose. I am yoked _thoughts on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook as well at Alec Gladwell and the Halo Fat Assault System private Facebook group. I just got done running a 21-day challenge. If you would like to enter in, I'll announce it here. I don't give a fuck. Enter in on the scholarship. I'm giving away 6 months for free, $2,500 coming up here. You guys are the first to hear it. That's getting announced next week, later this month, and will be drawn at the end of this month. So, a little teaser for you guys.
Hang on. It's a $2,500 value,
Yeah.
or they get
Yeah.
$2,500?
Who the fuck's getting that? No, some motherfucker better pay me. No, they get $2,500 in value. Yes. Yay.
Had to clarify that shit.
Woo! Thanks, everybody.
Keep finding us wherever you're currently listening to us. It doesn't matter.
And make sure you don't cut off this recording early, because at the end of this recording, we have sweet sounds.
Outro song.
Oh, it's the best. You're going to love it. Just wait. Right